Hey vets, Reuben here. I just came from the gym and this was on my mind. So I had to literally stop everything I was doing, rush home so I can get this information to you because it's so crucial and it's so important and it could literally be the difference between you getting 80% and getting 100%, which could change your life. Listen, veteran, I am going to be giving you guys a secret methods on how to auto win your VA claims, right? No more stressing, no more worry. This video is going to be the truth about back pain rating and how you can use your back pain if you have been injured jumping out of planes, so on and so forth. So this one's going to be personal. This one's going to be gym, and this is going to help you guys. Let's get into it. They say back pain is the golden ticket of VA claims. The easy wins, the claim everyone files, the one people think you can't lose. But is that true? From someone who has been severely injured due to their back. For you guys that don't know, I was an airborne combat engineer, and one of the reasons I was able to win my claims was due to me filing for my back. Now, what happened was on the airborne jump, the pilot ended up missing our drop zone, pushing us in the trees where I landed. It was about 3 a.m. in the morning, got stuck in the tree, ended up falling from the tree and severely injuring my back. This incident halted my career literally at its peak. I was flying through the ranks. I was in the best shape of my life. I was strong, literally at the peak of my career. This injury happened and I literally thought my life was over because I had no other plan. The military was my only plan A. I'm the type of individual, I don't make other plans. I make it work. And when this injury happened, I thought my life was over. I went into deep, deep, dark depression because I lost the person I was. I was the individual that led my soldiers from the front. Every time they needed something done, they looked for Sergeant Geimah. Staff Sergeant Geimah, where is he? Get him and his squad out here. He's gonna get it done. I was that guy. And due to this injury, I slowly saw myself filter away, fall apart. My body was breaking down. My knees buckles when I'm walking. My back is constantly in pain, even down to this day. It's just something that I've learned to live with and I deal with on a day-to-day basis. But in that moment, I felt like my whole world had crashed, and it did. But you know what they say, sometimes we go through these struggles, these pains to be refined and given a purpose. And now I have a higher purpose, which is to use my experience to provide value to these guys. The reason I'm telling you guys this story is because the back pain claim has a stigma to it, and I have actually gone through it, and I want to bring my experience to you guys. Is it just another myth that leaves veterans denied and frustrated? We're going to be breaking down the truth, the reality of your auto claim when using the back, and how you can actually increase your chances of winning the smart way like I did. I know one thing for sure, there are no magic auto win claims. So you guys need to get that mentality out of your head. But there are smarter strategies. There are overlooked details, and there are ways to build a strong, solid claims that the VA cannot ignore and have to respond to. And that's what we're about to dive into here with this video. The myth of auto win claims. You've heard all the stories. Some of your battle buddies have told you, just file for your back. Everyone gets it. Here's the problem. It is not true. Yes, the back pain is very common. Yes, it's one of the most claimed disability out there. But just because it's common doesn't mean it's guaranteed. The VA still needs a current diagnosis, a service connection, medical evidence showing the impact on your day-to-day living. For example, due to my severe back pain, squatting or sitting down for an extended period of time is non-existent. I have to stand up. I cannot squat or sit for an extended period of time without my back pain shooting up, literally sometimes shutting down. Another example, when I get up in the morning, it's like the worst thing ever because depending on how fast I get up, I get shooting pain that runs through my legs, and I have to be very mindful of all those pains. Now, I've been dealing with this for quite a while, and I've figured out exactly how to traverse all these pains. But The reason I'm telling you guys this is because you have to tell this to the VA. You're not just gonna give you 100% PNT because you say, oh, my back hurt. You have to literally explain how it's discomforting you in your day-to-day living, and it has to make sense. If you walk in there saying my back hurts with no records, no treatment history, no nexus letter, the VA is going to deny you. You're automatically denied. You got to understand the VA is a bureaucracy, it's a system, it's black and white. There is no gray area. You either get all the evidence and you file the claim correctly and get approved, or you don't and you get denied. So why is back pain called the golden claims, or why is it so popular? Because almost every service member experiences it. If you have served, you are going to experience some back pain, regardless of your job. Even if you're in the office, sitting down behind a computer, you sit 12 to 14 hours a day, you're going to experience back pain. So this is why there's that stigma. Everybody wants to run to the back pain. Let me get a drink, because I'm dropping too much gains for you guys. Make sure you hydrate, guys. This is water with hydration salt. It's been doing numbers for me out here in Bali, Indonesia, because it's so hot. But I digress. Most veterans are going to experience some form of back pain, whether it's just sitting in their office for 12 to 14 hours every single day, heavy rugs, parachute landing, long Humvee rides. If you are at Combat MOS, you know about this. Golly, I remember, I used to be in the back of the Humvees, the LMTVs, sometimes the tank. Lord have mercy on my back, guys. This was one of the worst experiences of my life because I am 6'4". I'm at that time I was around 220, sitting in the back of an Airborne, cooking in 4 kit. My back used to be in so much pain. And then the worst part about that is we would get out of that Humvee, LMTV, Airborne, and then go pound pickets for 14 hours, all day and night long. And that was just the beginning of that field problem for me as a combat engineer. So my back was destroyed, right? I say all this because most of you guys have stories like this. Most of you guys have experienced some of this. And if you haven't, your story might be a little bit different. You've been in the office, you've been sitting around, you've been heavy lifting if you're a mechanic. You have experienced back pain. The wear and tear is real. That's why so many vets file for it. But again, volume does not equate automatic approval. How the VA rates back condition. Here's where most veterans get blindsided. The VA uses something called the general rating formula for diseases and injuries of the spine. And it's all about range of motion, number 1. Number 2 is whether you have muscle spasm. Number 3 is if your back issues impact your ability to walk normally. For example, due to my injuries, sometimes I limp, or when I'm walking, my knees buckle. I have literally to adjust my spine and my back when I'm sitting for too long. These are the things that VA is going to be looking for. What if you have conditions like radioscopy, nerve pains, nerve damage, shooting down your legs? The percentage goes from 10 all the way up to 100% if it's severe enough. But most vets don't know the difference. They don't know what to document, and so they leave points and money on the table. They're hitting gold. Secondary conditions. This is where the real opportunity lies. Back pain by itself might get you 10, maybe even 20%. But what the VA never tells you is back pain often leads to secondary condition. I've literally told you guys that. Due to my back pain, I have nerve issues, sciatica, right? This is when you get shooting pains that run down to your hips, to your legs, tingling sensation in your feet, numbness. Guys, listen, every morning my legs is numb. I wake up, it's numb. I have to stretch it out. Sometimes it even shoots upwards where I wake up and my arm is dead. Literally, my arms is dead and I have to shake it. One of the most scariest moments of my life is when this first happened to me and I didn't know what was going on. And I woke up and my whole arm, my left arm was completely numb. I could not move it. I freaked out, guys. I was freaking out because I thought like I wouldn't be able to. Now, like after I calmed down, did some stretches, allowed blood flow, I was able to get my arm back moving. But if you don't understand these conditions and these problems, it can be very, very scary. All right. Another one they're looking for is hip problems, knee problems, depression or anxiety from the chronic pain, sleep apnea from the pain-related insomnia, and so on and so forth. Each one of these can be claimed as secondary. That's how you build your rating. That's how you go from 10% to 70% or even 100%. That's the real gold right there that nobody talks about. How to use that secondary claim in condition to your back that's going to boost you up and give you that confidence in your claims and eventually that 100% PNT. Listen, guys, here's the truth. The VA denies veterans not because they're lying, but because they don't submit enough evidence. I keep harping up on this, guys, and I keep telling you, you need to do your due diligence. You need to provide the right amount of evidence to get your claim accepted. If you want your back pain claims approved, you need a clear medical diagnosis in your service records tying the injuries to duty. For example, in my case, jump operation going bad, training, deployments, sitting in the back of all these vehicles, the LMTVs, Humvees, so on and so forth. A nexus letters connecting those two, DBQs filled out by a doctor stating the impact that those injuries are having on your life. The more you complete your file, the less wiggle room the VA has to deny. Think of it like this, guys. The VA don't care about your story. They care about your paperwork. Common mistakes that get you denied. Most veterans lose their claims because they file these three major mistakes. They file without medical diagnosis, not linking the conditions directly to service, submitting incomplete or vague evidence. Those are the fastest way to get your back pain claim denied. And no, they do work, but only if you do them right. So here's the mindset shift I want you guys to adapt when it comes to your back pain and filing your back claims. There are no free wins, but there are smart wins. If you're strategic, if you gather the right evidence, if you connect the dots clearly and tell your story clearly for the VA to understand, you are going to tilt the odds massively in your favor as a veteran. I am very passionate about this, guys. This is why I make these videos, to make sure every single veteran that watch and consume these videos are armed with the information they need to go out there and win their claims. And in this era that we are in, the more information you possess, the stronger and more advantage you have when it comes to winning that 100% PNT. Too many veterans are filing weak claims, getting denied, and thinking the system is rigged and the system is against them. Absolutely not. The VA is here to help you. The VA has so many programs to assist you in this process. You just need to understand how to approach it properly. This is why I'm building the first ever AI VA claims agent app. On this app, you'll be able to generate DBQs, nexus letters, medical documents, statements, personal statements, letters, all from the comfort of your home on your phone. Think about it as if it's the TurboTax for VA claims, or, for example, having a VA claims agent in your pocket that you have access to 24/7. We all know if you're working with the VA or going to some of these third-party companies, it will take months for you to just get on a call with them, if you can even get a call with them. No more. You're going to have access to the AI, which is going to help you file your claims and do it in record time, so you can get one step closer to getting past this chapter into your life and moving on to bigger, better things, because I know you are capable of it and I know you are going to do it. With that being said, guys, my name is Reuben Geimah. I am the CEO of VA Claims Made Easy. If you are a veteran, click the link in this description. Join our wait list for the VA Claims Made Easy app. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.